competitive sports are gaining popularity in the United States. What once started in the Harry Potter books is now an international phenomenon being played on the ground here at the World Cup of Quidditch. So, what are the rules of Quidditch?
Quidditch is actually kind of a combination of a bunch of different sports. You got chasers who kind of play like basketball players. They take a volleyball, which is called a quaffle, and they score through 3 hoops. Beaters, who are like dodgeball players, they have this thing called a bludger, which is a dodgeball. They're allowed to tag people out with the bludger. If you get hit with it, you have to drop anything you're holding, run back to your hoops, and tag them before you can play again. Keeper, who's like a soccer goalie, blocks the shots. And the last position is the seeker, who chases a person who's a snitch that has a tennis ball tucked in the back of his shorts. As soon as they pull the tennis ball out of their shorts, the game's over. Whoever pulls it out gets 30 points. Each goal is worth 10 points. There's also tackling. You can tackle with one arm and you can check. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
What is the name of your team?
We are the Ringling College of Art and Design Quidditch League.
Now, I've noticed a lot of tents here today. Is there any certain significance about the tents?
In the books, all the teams for the World Cup bring their own tents. They sleep outside in tents. So we're just trying to keep with that. It's also good for storage.
Your team right now are doing some warm-ups. How else do you warm up for this sport?
There's a lot of stretching involved. We always do passing plays to keep our hand-eye coordination up. A lot of times we do laps because Quidditch is really physical, so we need to keep warm. We got to keep loose.
So why do you really do Quidditch?
It's fun.
For the chicks, right?
Well,
You guys ever after a game be like, hey, let's all go to the tent?
not yet. We just got the tent, but who knows?
Who are you playing for?
I'm playing for the New York Badass List, the only community in this year's World Cup.
Because other teams are...
All colleges and universities, and I believe 3 high schools. When we found out that the Cup was going to be moved to New York, we thought we had to make a team. We've been playing now for only like 2 months and a day, so we're very fresh, but we're raring to go.
Are you excited to play today?
Yeah. Oh my god, we're so excited. We've been waiting for so long.
What team?
Wildcats!
What team?
Wildcats!
Wildcats!
Get your head in the game!
It's fun! Put the fun between your legs! O-H! O-H! T-U! F-T-S! T-U! F-T-S! Whose house? Q's house! Whose house? Q's house! Whose house? Q's house!
How did you guys get into Quidditch?
My friends are playing and I love Harry Potter.
Saw them playing on the field, decided to jump in.
It's a lot of fun. It's something goofy that we can all do, but it's a lot of fun to play still.
I love having a cape.
I feel like it's the counterculture sport. We're different and we have fun together. It's just about fun.
Came down from Boston on the train this morning. I worry about her. I said, "Do you have your mouth guard in? Are you wearing goggles?" You know, it is a very dangerous sport at times, especially when you're on the mud. Not so much.
It's a contact sport.
What team do you play for?
The Michigan State Spartan Spitfires?
So I noticed that you're laying here. Is it because you're injured?
No, I'm really tired. We had a long trip here yesterday.
I see. What's your favorite position?
My favorite position, I think, is keeper.
Beater.
Chaser is my favorite. Chaser. So I'm looking to score and score a lot.
I don't know, every position I think is just amazing.
So how did you become snitches?
We were crazy enough to volunteer to do this.
Snitches are mean-spirited people who can run or climb very well.
Do you actually climb buildings?
Yes, I do. I will climb the building in the next game.
After the game, are you friendly with the players? Do they understand that it's just a game?
Absolutely.
Are you ever tempted kind of to like run into their dorm rooms in the middle of the night through their rooms, just be like, what?
Occasionally, yes.
Right? Coming from the Quidditch World Cup, the commentator section, the hardest job, I think.
There's a person who has to deal with the bow truckles. That's, I think, a little bit harder.
What got you involved in being a commentator?
I think a love for the game is the core thing in any sport, and Quidditch is no different. I played for the Gefilte Snitches, which is a team in Middlebury, but I received a lifetime ban.
But of course, we were really excited about it because as soon as we saw Will walk out that field, we knew that we could pull him into the booth.
What are some of your influences as commentators?
My influence is Will.
For me, obviously Ernie Harwell, John Madden, but also some like lesser thought of figures such as George Bernard Shaw, Pol Pot.